Hey everyone, I'm so glad that you're here with me for this 21 stretching challenge. Now I want to be honest with you from the start. I'm not a fitness expert and I don't work out myself a lot. In fact, I've always found that traditional workouts a little overwhelming, but stretching, that's something that we can all do no matter our fitness level or experience. This challenge is all about keeping things simple. I know it's like to feel out or shape or intimidated by intense workout routines, so I've designed this challenge for everyone just like me and maybe like you who are looking for something easy to follow and manageable. Stretching is a great way to gently introduce yourself to movement. It's not about pushing yourself to limit, it's about getting in tune with your body, loosening up and feeling good. No need to worry about being super flexible or doing everything perfectly. You'll notice improvement over time, just being consistent. That's everything key here. I get it. Starting any kind of exercise can feel a big step, especially if you don't have a lot of experience or confidence in working out. That's why I created this challenge. It's a way to start small, to ease into the most important, to enjoy the process. Over the next week, you'll take a few minutes each day to stretch. It's nothing complicated and I promise it won't take much time. I think it's the way to take care of yourself. Sometimes we're so focused on work, school, and other responsibilities that we forgot to give ourselves a little attention. One thing I've learned is that self-care doesn't have to be fancy or time-consuming. It can be simple as taking a moment to breathe and to release the tension that we build after the day. And I know you might feel like you don't have time or energy, but trust me, just doing this for 15 or 20 minutes each day can make a big difference. I used to think that if it wasn't doing a hardcore, it didn't count, but I've realized just being kind to your body, even with something as simple as stretching, is a powerful way to show yourself some love, and the best part of it is something you can stick with it because it's so simple. This challenge isn't about trying to fit fast or pushing your limits. It's about taking things at your own pace by giving yourself permission to just move a little more and feeling the benefits of that over time. You don't need to be a workout pro to take care of your body. You certainly don't need to feel pressure to do more than what feels right now. So I really hope you'll join me for this 21 days challenge. Remember, it's not about perfection and progress each day. It's a chance to listen up, breathe a little deeper, and feel better in your own body. I'm right here with you, so let's keep it as simple and stay consistent and enjoy the journey. I want to share something important. This journey we're on isn't about perfection. It's not about how flexible you are, how strong you are, or how fast you improve. It's about the simple act of showing up yourself or taking things on step. At the time, that's enough. If you can commit to just a few minutes or gentle movement each day, you'll start to feel better in your body, and that's the real goal here. So if you're someone who feels like working out isn't for you, or maybe you've putting it off because it seemed too complicated or time consuming, don't worry, you're in the right place. That's all because the ease and simplicity, we're not trying to win any fitness award here. We're just trying to feel good, and that's more than enough. One things that I've learned is taking care of yourself doesn't have to be a big production. It doesn't have to be sweating it out of the gym or following some complex routine. Sometimes it's about listening to your body and doing what feels right for you. Whether that's stretching, walking, or just taking a few deep breaths, every little bit helps. It's funny, when I first started trying to move more, I thought I had it all at once. I thought I had to plan a perfect routine and a schedule, but the more I let go of that pressure, it easier it become. You don't need to have it all figured out, just showing up in the hardest part. And once you do that, the rest falls into a place. I also want to remind you that it's okay to take breaks. You don't have to go non-stop, and it's definitely not about pushing yourself to the limit. If you're tired, rest. If something doesn't feel right, listen to your body. This isn't about pushing yourself, it's about being kind to yourself. I thought that we could all use a little more kindness, especially towards ourselves. You know, we live in a world we're constantly told to do more, be more, and it's important to remember that it's okay to slow down. It's okay. It's okay to take things one step at a time. We don't have to get rushed to get somewhere else, but sometimes the best thing we can do to ourselves is to pause, breathe, and take care of our bodies in a gentle way. Sometimes forget how amazing our bodies are. We even days we feel tired, stressed, or even shape out our bodies are still there carrying us through any by doing something as simple as moving, stretching, we're giving ourselves a little love, attention, and it is a reminder that we deserve to feel good in our own skin. I want you to think that this challenge is a reconnect with yourself. It's not about the numbers, goals, and expectations. It's about taking a few moments each day to check yourself, how you're feeling, to move in a way that feels good, and how to show up yourself a little care. I also want to emphasize the importance of community in this journey. Finding support, whether from friends, family, or online communities, can make a huge difference in our motivation and commitment. Share your goals to celebrate your small victories and encourage others in their journey too. We're all in this together and we can create a culture to support and understanding. When you surround yourself with people who can uplift and inspire you, it becomes so much easier to stay on track. We can lift each other hand and remind one another that we're not alone in our struggles by empowering to know that there are others who understand and that we're going through. As we embark this 21 challenge, stretching challenge together, encourage you to approach it with an open heart and open mind to allow yourself freedom and explore that what feels you good. There is no right or wrong way to do this just be kind to yourself, listen to your body, and remember that every step, no matter how small, is a step towards better self-care and well-being. I truly believe that taking time for ourselves is one of the most important things we can do. So let's make this a commitment to honor ourselves, to embrace simplicity, and cultivate a practice and mindfulness and self-care in our lives that we're worth it and deserve to feel good. I know that many of us carry a stigma around taking time for ourselves. We often feel guilty for stepping away from our responsibilities or think we need to earn our relaxation. But I want to challenge this notation today and think about if we're constantly running on an empty, how can we truly serve others? How can we bring our best selves into our relationship, our careers, and communities? Imagine if we all took time to fill our own cups first, what kind of impact could have done to our families, our friends, our workplace by prioritizing our own self-care. We create a ripple effect of positivity and well-being when we nurture ourselves and cultivate a sense of inner peace by strength and radiates outward. It becomes easier to support others, to offer a helping hand, or simply be a listener ear. So how can we start embracing our self-care in our lives? One of the simplest things is to incorporate a small intentional practices in our daily routine. It doesn't have to be overwhelming or time-consuming. It takes to be as simple as taking a few moments in a morning stretch and breathe straightforward by setting boundaries around our works. The key is to find what resonates with you personally. Perhaps it's journalizing, meditation, going for a walk in nature, or simply enjoying a cup of tea without distractions. The goal is to create moments of connection with ourselves when we can truly tune into our feelings and needs. Mindfulness is another power tool in our self-care arsenal. It's being about fully present in the moment and acknowledging our thoughts and feelings with judgment. This practice can help us cultivate a greater sense of awareness and understanding ourselves. One technique I found particularly helpful in mine is breathing. Taking a few minutes to focus on my breath allows me to center myself and release my attention or anxiety. When we focus on our breath, we will remind ourselves that we are alive and we are here and we are worthy of this moment. I invite you to try this now. Close your eyes for a moment if you're uncomfortable and think about a deep breath in throughout your nose, filling your chest, expand, and slowly exhale your mouth. As you do this, please let go of any stress and tension that you might holding to. Just breathe and practice can help us reset and reconnect, something we can do anywhere and anytime. Another essential aspect of self-care community for social beings and having support system is crucial for our well-being surroundings with positive influences and people who lift us, inspire us, and encourage us. It's so important that we thrive in our environments that foster connections and support, and we can create that for each another. I encourage you to seek out those connections, whether it's friends, family, or an online community, having people to share our journeys, and we can take all difference. We can share our experience, our challenges, and our triumphs. This is not only help us feel less alone, but can also encourage our lives and diverse perspectives insights. As we prioritize self-care, we also need to take out balanced life can also feel us like judging, act like our responsibilities, pulling us in a different directions, finding out the equilibrium that can be tricky of essential of our mental health, emotional health.
Day one was all about starting easy, but even that was a bit of shock to my system. I started with the simple stretches to warm up, then move on into squats and jumping jacks for a little cardio. These exercises might sound basic, but trust me, they work. For someone like me who's not used to this, it was the perfect way to ease into it. Starting small doesn't mean you're not making progress. In fact, it's the best way to make sure you stay consistent. If you set the bar too high, you risk burning out early. But this routine is manageable, it's fun, and it gets results. Day 2 was definitely harder because I was feeling sore from day 1. My legs were on fire, but here's the thing. That burn means you're building strength and making progress. I kept reminding myself that this is part of the process and it's all about staying in the game. Funny moment. I hit myself on the lock while doing jumping jacks, but I didn't stop. The old me would just use that as an excuse to quit for today. But not this time. I pushed through and felt amazing afterwards. By day 3, something clicked. My body was getting used to the routine. I could feel myself getting stronger. My legs were still burning, but now it felt different, like I was actually building something. That's the beauty of sticking with it. Even after just 3 days, you could start to see and feel the progress. I realized that this challenge isn't about immediate results, it's about forming a habit. And that's the key, forming a habit that sticks. If I can do this, so can you. Trust me, the more you show up for yourself, the easier it gets. Day fair was about pushing through the sweat. And let's be real, sweating means you're making progress. I was drenched by the end, but that's exactly what I needed to see. It reminded me that every drop of sweat is a sign that I'm getting stronger, healthier, and closer to my goal. Sometimes we need a reminder that the discomfort is what brings the results. It's always easy to give up when it gets tough, but those are the moments that matter the most. If you're sweating, working, and that's what counts. Day 5 was rough. I got home late from school, and all I wanted to do was crash on the couch. But I reminded myself of my commitment. 5 minutes, that's all it takes. I didn't let myself make excuses, and once I got started, it was like a switch flipped. I felt energized again. It's not about being perfect, it's about doing something, even when you're tired. That's the kind of mindset that creates real change. Day 6, I decided to challenge myself with deep squats, and man, did that test my limits. My legs were burning up like never before, but I still finished, and that's what matters. These squats show me that I'm capable of more than I thought. The more you push yourself, the more you realize that your body can do incredible things. You just have to trust the process. By day 7, I still did the deep squats, and even though my legs were burning, I finished the workout with a sense of accomplishment. It's amazing what a week of consistency can do. this challenge isn't just about physical strength, it's about mental strength too. Every day you show up for yourself. You're building confidence, discipline, and resilience. That's what makes this journey so powerful.